Boys, brothers, we're back. Is my bit jar on? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. I just emptied it because it was starting to get a little full. Welcome back. Been a couple days since we've been live. Uh, you know, I'll be honest, I've been working a lot. I've been a little busy, and I come home from work sometimes, and all I want to do is sleep. And listen, I've been well aware of this. Okay? I've known that this is a problem I have in my life. I need like a tissue or something. I don't have a tissue nearby, so we're just gonna take a piece of paper towel. I'm well aware this is a problem I have just as a streamer. I'll schedule streams for days that I work, thinking I'll come home from work and have the motivation to stream. Or even more humorously, I'll think to myself, because I scheduled this stream, I'll force myself to do it. I'll force myself to come home from work and stream. And then I come home from work and decide, fuck that. And I go to bed. So, yeah, we were supposed to stream 2 days ago.
Ready?
Came home
Action.
and basically decided I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do anything but that. In fact, I'm going to bed. So, yeah, apologies that we didn't stream 2 days ago, but we are streaming today, unplanned. I wasn't supposed to stream today, but I'm making up the stream, okay? I don't want to leave y'all hanging. So, we'll stream today after work. And the reason I'm okay streaming today after work is because I don't stream tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, I can ruin my sleep schedule today because I don't have to work tomorrow. And that way, I'm still making up the stream. I'm still technically streaming a day I said I would. It's better than just canceling the stream and never streaming again. Or never doing that stream again. Sorry, I realized that wording was not great. It's better than canceling the stream and quitting forever. Sorry. Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, even though I missed the stream, I wanted to make it up to y'all instead of just, I guess, moving on with my life and never doing it again. So, in my mind, at least, this is better. I'd rather do this than nothing. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm wording myself terribly because I worked today. Fuck it. Shit, I should have just not gone live. Dude, that's so funny. I don't remember what we were supposed to do in this game. There's a specific level we have to play right now, and I don't remember. I'm gonna have to Google it. I think I have to Google it. That's the problem with taking such long breaks in between playing the game, is I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Nor what weapon I should have equipped right now. What would be best for grinding plastids? Anyways, but yeah, if you can't tell, my commentary is all over the place because I worked 10 hours today and now my brain is fried. All I was trying to say is we were supposed to stream on Thursday, and I didn't. Instead, we're streaming on Saturday. Saturday instead of Thursday. And that's better than no stream, but it's technically worse than, just streaming on Thursday. I'll admit that, okay? I'm not going to try to call myself a perfect person. If I was a perfect person, I would have just streamed on Thursday. But at least I didn't cancel the stream altogether. We just pushed it back a couple days. And instead, we're streaming today, Saturday. Hey, what's up, Gabs? When are we playing together again? I don't know. I literally played Fortnite like 2 of my last 3 streams. 2 of my last 3 streams were Fortnite. We should have played. But today we're playing Warframe, and I'm looking forward to it. I just got to Google real quick. Warframe Plastid farm. What is the best level to grind plastids in this game? Oh, I think we went to Acer. Yeah, we did go to Acer, which is such a funny level name. It literally sounds like I'm just saying the word ass. Yeah, we'll go back there. It's a pretty good level to grind plastids. Because I got a new mic. Is that why you couldn't play? Is that what you're saying? I was surprised, honestly, you weren't in those streams, but it's okay. Might have just been bad timing. Yeah. We're gonna go to Acer and we're gonna play with fire rounds. Wildfire and Hellfire. Just go straight heat. And the reason we're doing heat is because we're going to be battling against infected enemies, and infected enemies are weak to heat. So the level Acer is on the planet Uranus, which is so funny. That's got to be intentional. I almost guarantee you the devs did that on purpose. They put the level Acer on Uranus. And we're just going to grind plastids as Necros Prime. How long are you streaming today? Today's going to be a pretty short stream, probably only a couple hours, because I worked 10 hours today. I just pulled a whole 10-hour shift, and I feel exhausted. You know what sucks the most about it is, like, I love my job, okay? I'm very happy at my job right now. The only bad thing about my job is the fact that it's a terrible drive. It is such a far drive away from me. It's a little over an hour. So when I have, like, a 10-hour shift like I did today, if you factor in the hour-long drive there and the hour-long drive back, it's basically 12 hours of my day gone. That's half the day gone. So, yeah. I basically have lost half of my day to work, which is not great. And I'm a little tired, so we're only going to stream for a couple hours today. Just grinding plastids and Warframe. A game Sonic Generation fan has apparently never seen. I'm surprised. This is a great game. Love Warframe. Big fan of Warframe. This is like the only MMO I've really gotten into. And I don't even know if you can technically call it an MMO. It's not really in the conventional sense. It's more of a looter shooter, PvE, space game. It's only really classified as an MMO because you can play multiplayer, and there are open world sections that you can play massive multiplayer. But that's... I don't like calling it that. I don't know. I feel like a little bit of a gaslighter calling this game an MMO. Oh my gosh, tongue twister. I feel like a bit of a gaslighter calling this game an MMO because there's literally only 3 levels in the game that allow for true MMO structure, like true massive multiplayer. Every other level in the game is 4 players. That's the max. So, like, it's a multiplayer looter shooter, and it follows the same MMO grind of like leveling up a ton of shit and skills and skill trees and stuff like that. So in that way, I understand why people call it an MMO. In that regard, you could classify it as an MMO. It has the same dedication you would need to give an MMO. The same thousands of hours it would take to beat any other MMO it would take to beat Warframe. I literally have 1,000 hours in this game. We officially hit 1,000 hours in the last live stream. The last live stream I did of this game bumped me up from 9,000. Oh, not 9,000. Holy. Dude, I need to go to bed. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed. I can't talk in a straight line. I can't use my words properly. No, what I was trying to say is the last live stream we did of this game bumped my playtime from 999 hours up to 1,000. We just hit 1,000 hours in this game, and I am nowhere near beating it. Like, my account is only rank 19, and the highest rank in the game is 30, technically. And even once you hit rank 30, you still haven't beaten the game, you know? You can be a rank 30 player. You can have the highest rank in the game, your profile leveled up to the max, and still not beat the game. So, like, the grind definitely matches that of an MMO, but it doesn't fit the term massive multiplayer, you know? This game is kind of like Space Fortnite? Sure. Yeah. Totally. Are you not playing Fort today? No. Because I'm only streaming a couple hours, we're not playing multiple games. I usually only play more than one game if a live stream is like 5 hours plus. And I'm definitely not doing 5 hours after working 10 hours today. But anyways, yeah. We're kind of just chilling. We're grinding for one item specifically right now, which is an item called plastids. If I pull up my... Oh my god, I was just typing the letter P over and over again. If I pull up my little level report here, we have 183 of them so far. Oh my god, I was dying. I actually almost died. I went down to 8 health. That's fucking crazy. That's disrespectful, actually. That's downright disrespectful. But yeah, we're just gonna be killing enemies for over an hour straight, honestly. This is like the equivalent of playing some like COD Zombies, or seeing how long you can survive in like a Left 4 Dead 2 custom map. Except we're grinding one item in an MMO. Yeah, kind of similar, you know? Because we really are just being attacked by endless waves of the undead. The infested. That's what it's called in this game. So, it's close enough. I think it's a fair comparison. Yeah, this is one of the best items... sorry, one of the best levels in the game for this item. There are better ways to grind this item. However, you would need multiple people to do it, and I'm playing solo right now. So this is one of the best ways for us to grind this item by ourselves. And we need a lot of it. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I have it written down somewhere. Let me see if I can find a spot to hide where I won't be attacked. I wrote it down in the last live stream on a sticky note. I put that sticky note on my Nintendo Switch cartridge holder. It has no cartridges in it because I'm broke. No, it has no cartridges in it because I moved them all to a different case. I moved them all to my Nintendo Switch 2 case when I bought my Nintendo Switch 2. Dude, I'm getting so distracted. This is like some fucking like... I don't have ADHD, but this is like some ADHD commentary because I can't fucking focus. I can't talk in a straight line. This is why I don't stream the same days that I work. I try to stream on the days that I have off work, and I work the days that I work. I keep them on 2 separate schedules, usually, normally. Because it's never good crossing those streams. You know, you never cross streams with your boys. You know what I'm saying? I try not to overlap. But anyways, in the last live stream we did a Warframe, I wrote down the totals of how much we need. And it's going to sound a little weird to read it out because there's 3 different items we need to grind for. So there's technically 3 different totals of plastids that we need. So we kind of got to add them up. We need, for one item, 11,500 plastids. For another item, 755 plastids. And for a third item, 1,000 plastids. So I guess if you add that up, it's like around 1,400 plastids, give or take. Right now, we've been playing this level for 10 minutes, we've got 300. So we're not quite at 1400 yet. I don't even know if we'll get 1400 in this stream, to be honest. But, you know, that's the grind. That's playing an MMO, baby. If any of y'all have ever played an MMO, you know this feeling, you know? You dedicate hours to a game like World of Warcraft, just grinding for one item or one level up in a skill. Hours of your life dedicated to that one singular achievement or objective. Hours you could have spent having friends, getting a girlfriend, and instead you played a video game. Like right now, I could be spending time with my wife, and instead I am in the rafters, the roof, the ceiling of a giant spaceship, killing infested enemies. But that's okay. My wife's happy. She's watching football right now. It's very funny, actually. It's kind of like a little gender swap. Normally, it's the guy in the relationship who's off watching football, while the girl's like being forced to, I don't know, what do women do? Cook? Knit? I don't really know. I didn't grow up in a very feminine household. Do they iron? They iron clothes, maybe? I just fucking died. God damn it. This is what I get for slandering women. No. Normally, stereotypically, it would be the man in the household watching football, but right now my wife is straight up watching NFL playoffs, and I'm sitting alone in our bedroom playing video games. Because I don't really care about football that much. I care way more about Warframe. Listen, you gotta respect the grind, though. This is one of 3 games that I have 1,000 hours in. One of 3. There's only 3. It's Minecraft, Counter-Strike, and Warframe. And I don't really like admitting that Counter-Strike is on that list, because it's kind of cringe. It's kind of degenerate, I'll be honest. But, you know, it's one of the 3. No crossing streams with the boys. This is literally 1984. Oh shit, I forgot when I died my ability stopped working. I needed to re-up my ability. So for those of you who'll know, I'll just talk a little bit about Warframe. The reason I'm playing Necros Prime, the reason I'm using this character, is because his 3rd ability, his ability 3, is Desecrate, which causes enemies to drop more items, and that's why he's really, really good for grinding. It's really good for grinding loot. However, when I died, obviously the ability stopped being used, it stopped working. And then when I respawned, I forgot to turn it back on. So for a little bit there, we weren't dropping extra loot. And that's my bad, I forgot to re-up the ability. When am I doing a Forge stream again? I don't know. I mean, I've been pretty addicted to Fortnite lately. So probably soon. I haven't done the schedule quite yet for next week. So I usually do my stream schedules, as you guys have probably noticed, about a week at a time. The last schedule was about 10 days out. So I scheduled it from January 8th to January 18th, I believe. So yeah, scheduled it about 10 days out. And we played Fortnite one of those days? 2 of those days? Yeah, something like that. So I don't know. I have to do the schedule for the next 10 days still. I really am not sure. I will say this. I'm very likely playing Counter-Strike on Monday. That's the only stream I have planned out for the next 10 days. Because the new Counter-Strike update's coming out on Monday. And if all of the little, like, Twitter, you know, news sources are correct, all of the people who data mine the game are correct, and if everything I'm reading online is correct, this new Counter-Strike update should have cash in the game. Cache, I should clarify, is the name of a map. My favorite map. The best map in any shooter game. And this is a momentous moment, alright? This is a very, very important moment. Because Cache... Jesus Christ, that scared me.
I envy me, baby.
Give me 1 second. Thank you for the sub, by the way, Zach. I got mute. That's terrible timing. I will respond to you, I promise. Alright, sorry about that. I don't even remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, Zach subbed. Thank you for the sub, Zach. Listen. I just need some plastids right now. If you want to help me grind plastids, that'd be cool. I need like 1,400 of them. Which is kind of a grind. Kind of unlucky. Oh, I was also talking about Cache. So, yeah. Cache is the best map ever created in any shooter game ever. And it's been really heartbreaking for me, as a diehard Counter-Strike fan, that when they updated Counter-Strike to Counter-Strike 2, which was a move very similar to like Overwatch 2. If you remember, like Overwatch, when they updated it to Overwatch 2, they didn't just, you know, release an Overwatch 2. They didn't make a second game. They instead updated Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, so there's no longer an Overwatch 1. Like, Overwatch 1 does not exist as a game anymore. They did the same thing with Counter-Strike. So there is no longer a Counter-Strike Global Offensive. There's just a Counter-Strike 2. And that's fine. Like, I'm not upset about that. But what I am upset about is when they updated from Counter-Strike to Counter-Strike 2, they took some of the maps out of the game under the excuse, alright, the guys, the utter, in my opinion, gall of calling it map rotation, alright? They said that for Counter-Strike 2 they were going to do much more frequent map rotations, where they would add maps to the game, take maps out of the game. And the reason I'm talking about it in such a upset, dejected, and disrespectful way is because there has been little to no map rotation in the 2.5 years Counter-Strike 2 has been in existence. Like, they've added Overpass and Train, and I think they removed Anubis. So really good map rotation. Now, fuck that. I'm pissed. And what made me even more mad is when they updated Counter-Strike to Counter-Strike 2, they removed Cache from the game. Which, again, in my very unbiased opinion, was the best map in the game. And everyone knows why they did it. Like, it's not a secret. They removed Cache from the game because they didn't own Cache. They didn't own the rights to Cache, and therefore every time, you know, they wanted to use Cache, and I don't know how frequently this would happen, but they would have to pay the map creator. I don't know, like I said, don't know how frequently they'd have to pay the map creator. Don't know if it was like on a monthly basis, a yearly basis, but they were constantly having to pay the dude that made the map cache. Well, Valve recently purchased the map from the creator. Valve now owns the map cache. And like I said, all of the rumors, all of the little data miners and Twitter personalities, influencers, Counter-Strike YouTubers, they're all saying that cache is going to be added to the game on this big update coming January 19th. So, January 19th, I'm playing Counter-Strike. That was a really long, convoluted conversation. Like a 10-minute topic for me to just say I'm playing Counter-Strike January 19th, and I don't know what the rest of my stream schedule looks like, because that's how this topic started, by the way. That's how we got on this topic. I was asked about my stream schedule. But otherwise, I really don't know my stream schedule. And that'll probably be my answer anytime someone in the chat asks me about my stream schedule. If it's not posted on my Discord, if it's not posted on my Twitch, on YouTube, I don't know. And you'll usually find it on those platforms. Like on Twitch, my stream schedule will be in the panel section below. On YouTube, it'll be on my posts. And on Discord, there is a dedicated channel. Literal dedicated text channel on Discord. Specifically for my stream schedule. But like, if I don't have a date posted, then I don't know, truthfully. And I'll admit the stream schedule is kind of a little tricky, and it's a little difficult to follow because I put it out like 10 days at a time. I put it out in like batches. And I can admit that, okay? Like, for example, the last stream schedule I put out was from January 8th to the 18th. But today's the 17th, tomorrow's the 18th. We know when I'm streaming those 2 days, but we don't know when I'm streaming the 19th, which is in just a couple days from now. Literally the next day. And I can admit that, like, that is maybe not the best way to run a stream schedule. Like, you guys know what I'm doing from January 8th to the 18th, but you don't know what I'm doing on the 19th until the 19th. But at the same time, with my work schedule, that's kind of how I have to do it. Because I work, like, in batches. I work several days in a row. So I don't really know what I'm doing until the 19th. But that's a lie. I just lied to your faces. How do you feel? I lied to your faces because I do know what I'm doing on the 19th. On the 19th, I will be playing Counter-Strike. Apologies, I must be going, but I do have news. Check Discord. Aw, that's a bummer. It's okay. I wasn't expecting you to actually be down to Plastid Farm, so I read your messages out of order, and therefore I didn't get the excitement of you saying you would play with me until after you said you would not play with me. So I read them out of order anyways. It's okay. Oh, that's very exciting. That's so exciting. You gotta text me what type of mineral that is. That was the best way I could word that without it being a spoiler, because, you know, I'm not trying to dox you. I'm not trying to leak your personal information. What mineral is that? That's such a funny way of wording it, actually. I'm making myself laugh. What type of minerals you got? I'm so stupid. I'm just laughing at my own dumbass jokes now. What type of minerals? That's so funny. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. This stream has been all over the place already, and it's not even been an hour. It's not even been half an hour, really. Considering the fact that the stream starting soon screen was like 10 minutes, we really have not been live that long. And I'm over here talking in like weird fucking metaphors. The topics we're discussing on stream today are in fucking shambles. I'm laughing at my own dumbass jokes. This is pure hallucinogenics. Holy shit. I'm having too much fun. Hold on, I gotta message Zach. What mineral is that? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, you responded in the chat. Fuck, I didn't read the chat because the Discord was still open on my monitor. I gotta go to bed, dog. I gotta go to bed. Fuck. That's so funny. What mineral is that, bro? Holy shit. I'm like giddy right now. This is fucked. You boys ever get a little giddy? You ever get a little giddy with your bros? Our shared birthstone. Thank you for the lurk, by the way. That's a top 10 mineral, by the way. I love garnet. Not only for the color, but also because it's the name of like one of my favorite video game characters of all time. That's a top 10 video game character and a top 10 mineral. Boys, what's your top 10 minerals? Can we post our top 10 minerals in the chat, please? If I don't see a top 10 minerals list in the chat in the next 5 minutes, everyone's getting banned. Top 10 minerals in the chat. Holy shit. Okay, I need to calm down. I think we need to do a little bit of exploring, actually. I haven't fully explored the tile set we got. And we can get some good loot out of this tile set. So we should do a little bit of exploring. Let's go back to the beginning. What is below us? Okay, cool. Yeah, apologies. It's going to look really bad with the map on the screen for a little bit. But this will be a good way for us to find loot for a hot minute. We're just going to do this for a little bit and use the map to help us find loot that's hiding around here. Should probably grab life support here soon. Yeah, we're going to go back to the beginning and grab some loot. So I've definitely been missing some. Yeah, I've been skipping over items, for sure. Just not great. Okay. I don't like that they're yelling at me. The enemies are very angry. Oh, I died. Holy shit, I didn't expect that. That's crazy. Okay. What did I miss up here? Where is there an item that I missed? Is it in the ceiling? It's in the walls! Holy shit. Also one over here. I'm gonna grab this life support. Okay. We're almost back to the beginning. So I think from there we can start working our way forward again. Yep, we're back. Cool. Let's start working our way forward and killing enemies on the way. Oh, this guy's got a lot of health. I don't love that, actually. Oh, that's how I died. The Venomous Eximus. That's a new enemy. New. Okay, new. Meaning it's new since I started playing again. I have not seen that enemy before. That did not exist back when I played 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure. I know the Jade Light enemies are also new. They've added a lot of stuff to the game since I took my, like, 2-year-long break. And I'm slowly... I don't know, I feel like I'm slowly learning the game again. I was wondering what killed me twice. The Venomous Eximus. Got a nice little ring to it, huh? Because it doesn't do shield damage. It actually skips your shield and just goes straight to doing health damage to you. Which is not cool, actually. Kind of disrespectful, I would argue. There's a ton of Eximus enemies. I might just skip out of here soon. This is annoying, these guys. These Xmas enemies are getting on my nerves. Put it nicely. Frozen Xmas. Jesus, bro. So many. So many Xmas enemies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, I do have to be a little careful though, because you're only allowed to die 4 times in a level, and we've died twice. So, what's up? Oh, we've died 3 times. God damn it. What'd you say? Unlucky. Unlucky. So am I, honestly. Fuck, okay. We should maybe just get out of here. I mean, we've been grinding for 30 minutes. We can leave. I might be best off just leaving. I don't want to push my luck and die a 4th time now. Now that we've died 3 times, I'm down to just leave. We can restart the level from scratch. Any items I see on the way, I will be grabbing, though. Just because it'll be good for resource management and grinding. I don't want to get too greedy, though, and die on the way out. Oh my god, like that. Get out, get out, get out. Grab the chests, grab the lockers. Don't need that. Anything else over here? He's tracking me down, bro. He does not want me to live. Grab the chests, grab the locker, get out.
Mission complete.
Dude, I thought my game crashed for a second. It froze on the extraction screen, and I would have cried. I should have maybe stayed for 30 more seconds to get that 30-minute reward. I didn't think about it. I feel like a rookie again. I feel like a noob. This is what I mean. You take a 2-year break from a game, and I feel as though I've lost all of my knowledge, all of my skill, any idea of how to play the game, bro.
Unread inbox messages make me ill.
Okay, I'll read my inbox message. I don't wanna. It's like my email in real life. I don't want to read it. I don't care. Oh, that Jesus Christ! It's a lot of rewards. A lot of festive stuff. That Glaive skin's really cool, actually. I like that. And the Latron Solstice skin is cool, because I actually like the Latron. That's a cool weapon. Gamma Core is a cool weapon, so having a skin for that's nice. And then, Memorian Disruptor Blueprint. Okay. Last mission results. So we got 877 plastids in half an hour. We need 1,400. So not great. We need 14,000. Did I say 1,400? Sorry. I think I meant 14,000. Yeah, I meant 14,000. Have I been saying 1,400 this whole time? I was lying to y'all.
Lay 'em low and burn their shadow.
I meant 14,000. My bad. I meant 14,000. We need 14,000, not 1,400, and we only got 800. So in half an hour, we got just under 1,000, and we need 14,000. So like, by that math, it's only 7 hours of grinding.
Me too.
Oh no. Oh no, boys. Oh fuck. Well, okay. Shit. That's not good. Let's go back to our dojo and see if there's anything else we can grind for as well in the meantime. Hello, brother Brandon. It is a joy to see you, let me tell you. It's an absolute joy. I'm so happy. I know I don't look super happy, and it's just because I've realized how much grinding I need to do in this game. But I promise I am happy to see you. That does make me happy. Welcome to our clan. This is the central hub for our clan. The spaceship for our clan, if you will. Every person in the game gets their own individual spaceship. This is the spaceship for our clan. Very pretty, very nice. These are like some of the only decorations I've added so far to it to make it special. These rooms, I've not added many decorations to. But I did add this fun little bridge. Because, you know, if you want to climb up to this second floor normally, you got to go all the way around here. And that's just such a long walk. And sure, I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just jump? But that's a lot of energy. So instead, when you enter this room, now we have a beautiful, beautiful little Japanese-inspired bridge that takes you straight up here. But that's not why we're here. Sorry, I get distracted. Instead, we have some of our laboratories. And some of the items in here are really cool because they're kind of the only way you can unlock these items, these blueprints. You have to make a clan and then research the item, and then it unlocks it for you. So, for example, if we want to unlock the twin croaker, or, I don't know, the Kesh egg, you have to do the research for those items. And some of them have prerequisites. For example, the Kesh egg has a prerequisite of the Sidon research. So let's do the Sidon research. Start that research. And then we have to contribute all of these items to it. Now, thankfully, it requires 5,000 credits. I have 3 million. 5 Niatan extract. I have 60. That's a little expensive for me. 16,000 ferrite. I have 500,000. $12,000 plates. I have 800,000. 4,000 rubido. I have 400,000. So we can just contribute all of that. And that'll be ready in 2 days. And then we can just get that item, which is pretty cool. That's the cool thing about like making a clan in this game, is you're actually rewarded by getting items that only a clan can get. I think I missed your last stream because I was working at the Giant Center. That's sad. Not because you missed the stream. You know, I'm never gonna shame someone for missing my stream. Okay? It's okay. You could miss the stream because you were out fucking smoking crack, and I wouldn't be upset. Just a little disappointed about the crack, not missing the stream. But like, I'm sad because you had to be at the Giant Center. That's why I'm sad. I should clarify. I realize maybe should maybe explain that. But yeah, any research projects we could do right now, I'm gonna start. So the new core research project, which I actually don't think I even care about this weapon. I think I've owned this weapon before from the clan I was a part of previously, and I didn't like it. But just for anyone who wants to join my clan, I'll start this research project so they can get the new core. So we'll contribute all of our items towards that. The Marelock? I don't know. Oh, wait. This weapon also kind of sucks. But that's fine. I have all the items for it. None of these are going to break the bank. Even the Detonite ampules, I have 12,000 of. Everything else I have 100,000 of or a million of. So we'll just contribute all of those. Anything else I can contribute? The Jock Tag. That sounds crazy. No, I don't think that's that bad. Tribute all. Can't do that. Has a prerequisite. The Ignis will contribute. Oh, this one also requires plastids. Dude, there's so many items that require plastids. We're gonna be grinding plastids until the day I fucking die. Let me tell you. The Grinlock it's a whatever item. You know, for a sniper though, I actually kind of like the Grinlock because I think its scope is very funny. One thing I love about Warframe is the sniper scopes all have different UIs, like different looks to them. And the Grinlock scope is kind of cool. It's funny. It's a very funny scope. So we'll contribute to that item. And the Buzzlock. Contribute all. Cool. So now we got a ton of research projects going. For most of these, it's going to take a couple days before they can finally be unlocked. But that's okay. I'm in no rush. I think I'm literally one of 2 members of my clan right now. So, no rush. But if anyone else wants to join the clan, in a couple days, you can unlock these items. So that's exciting. We'll head over to the next research lab and see what else we can start working on. The Tenno lab. What else do we have? The Zakti. Ooh, some of these are going to be expensive. This is gallium. Oh, I have 300 gallium, actually. Never mind. 3 gallium is not that much. It's not going to break the bank. Sabaris. I like the Sabaris, actually. So we'll definitely contribute to that. Venka has a prerequisite. Honestly, anything that we can work on, I'll work on. Even if it's a good or bad item. I don't know why I'm, like, debating. As long as it doesn't have a prerequisite, we'll work on it. The only thing that's going to stop me is if I don't have the items to contribute. Which, like, plastids might be one of the only items holding me back right now. Ooh, or argon crystals. But we can go grind for argon crystals. Yeah, I don't have any. We need 1 argon crystal for the Nikana. Let's write that down. And you know, that gives us something to grind tonight other than plastids. Because I think I might have gone a little insane if I was just grinding plastids all night. Okay. We need 1 argon crystal for the Nikana. What else? Daiku. Daiku, I have these items. Contribute all. Baza requires plastids, dude. And these are plastids that I had not written down before, so these are new plastids that we need to donate. Oh no, boys. All of my plastids are getting... We're just spending all of them. All of our items. Gone. That's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it for the good of the clan. I don't know if I have that many. I have just enough. That's crazy. Oh, I need a mutagen mass. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's something I can just go craft back at my ship. Mutagen mass. Ooh. Some of these items are getting a little expensive. That's a bit of a yikes. I don't know if I have that. No, I don't. Okay. Ooh. We have that? No. Okay, some of these, ooh, there's almost too much to work on now. At once. Oh no. Okay, let's start doing these in pieces. I don't think I can do it all at once. Like, I don't have the plastids for that. I definitely don't have the plastids for that. Oh no, boys. I don't have the cryotic for that. Yeah, we're gonna have to start doing this in pieces. It's gonna be too much to write down and too much to work on all at once. Okay. I think I'm gonna take a break once we get to Nezha. Yep, don't have enough. I have enough Oxium, I'm pretty sure. Cool. Okay. I'll be honest, that was a lot. And we have a lot to go. That's okay. We'll keep grinding. Do I not have a mutagen mass blueprint? Oh, I might not. We might have to go back. Unlucky. Are you only playing this game all stream? Yeah, I already answered that question earlier. Did you leave? Yeah, you asked me, are you not playing Fort today? And I said, no, because we're only streaming for like 2 hours. So I said that because the stream's only lasting 2 hours, I'm only playing one game. That's pretty much how all of my streams work. If I'm only streaming a couple hours, like if I'm only streaming a couple hours, I'm only playing one game for those couple hours. But where am I at? I need a mutagen mass. Replicate. 1500. Thank you. And we go back to the ship. So now we're going to craft that. And then we needed to go get argon crystals. Which is a bit of a yikes. Mutagen mass. I don't have enough plastids for... You need plastids for mutagen mass? Why do you need plastids for everything, bro? I swear. I'm learning that you just need plastids for everything in this game, apparently. Alright, let's go back to Ophelia for a little bit. And grind more plastids. That's crazy. Oh my god. We're screwed. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to go to Ophelia. That's awkward. I went to the wrong level. Ophelia is a good level for grinding plastids, but not when you're by yourself. That's my bad. I got him confused. We're going to Acer. Go to Acer. We're out here grinding, brother. Give me 1 second. I have to hit cool with an L. Anyways. Welcome, brothers, to Acer. Welcome to the planet Uranus and the level Acer. It really does feel intentional that they named this level that. Alright, we only need a couple hundred plastids to unlock what I need. But also, I should grind for longer than that. So, like, we'll see how long we stay here. We'll see. I get a little impatient, though. So, like, we'll see how long I stay here. I don't know. Also, something I want to talk about is... This is just a, I don't know, call it a fun fact. I uploaded a video the other day that got overwhelmingly negative response online, which, you know, doesn't necessarily upset me. I'm used to people being mean to me in the comments. Literally, the video I uploaded yesterday, I got mean comments on. So, I'm not, again, shocked when I get mean comments. I think what did shock me, though, was when it's, like, the majority. Like I said, the overwhelming response to the video was that most people didn't like it. However, looking back, I kind of can't be shocked at it. I think I understand where I went wrong. So, the video I posted was a clip of me, like, jokingly raging at one of my teammates in Fortnite because they were, like, straight up throwing. I was playing ranked ballistic, and they were just, I'm convinced, working with the enemies. They were a fucking spy. They were a goddamn terrorist working for the enemies. And I was, the clip was me, like, raging at my teammate jokingly while also killing some of the enemies. And I don't upload clips just for, like, the fun of it. You know, I don't just, like, pick a random clip off my stream and upload it willy-nilly. Like, I usually have a thought process behind why I'm uploading a clip, the reason I chose that clip, and, like, that thought process is because it's going to be good content. Like, I pick clips that I think would be entertaining. And I thought that clip was entertaining because it was, like, the combo of ranting and killing at the same time. Like, the fact that I was able to, like, make some jokes while ranting, while also get kills. And I also picked that clip because it was, like, joking. It was, like, joke rage, you know? And I know that. You know, anyone who watches my stream regularly would know that. I literally, like, part of my rage was me comparing myself to an explorer discovering America. If I was actually upset, I wouldn't be making that type of joke. Alright? Like, if I was actually raging, there'd be a completely different type of commentary going on. Like, and that doesn't happen often anymore, honestly. That's something I'm very proud of, actually. Back in the day, I used to rage a lot on stream. And it was very cringy. I looked back on it with a lot of regret. So, since then, I've tried to start, like, eliminating that from my content. And I try to pretty much prevent myself from raging legitimately as much as possible. And I'd say, like, truthfully, we've gotten it down to a pretty healthy balance where, like, 90% of the time I'm raging, I'm just playing it up for the stream. It's usually a joke, and I'm just trying to, like, make entertaining content. And only, like, 10% of the time I'm raging, I'm actually, like, angry. And even then, I'm still trying to work on it. You know, I'm still not happy with that ratio. I would ideally like it to be 0% that I'm actually angry. But again, like, I think I can recognize the mistake in posting a clip where I was jokingly raging, and I know it was a joke. Anyone who watches the stream knows it's a joke. Like, the community here can tell that's, like, a part of my stream personality. But a random person seeing that on, like, TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts isn't gonna know that. And that's my bad. That's something I should have realized. Because a lot of the, like, mean comments I got were people either, one, just making fun of me for raging. There was a lot of, like, haha, grown adult has gamer rage moments. Like, comments where people were like, dude is 30 raging at Fortnite. Which, again, I can't blame them. Like, if they think it's actual real rage, then sure. I guess that's a valid comment. But some of the other comments I got were almost more dumb. Like, I can't be mad at the raging comments because, you know, they don't know any better. They don't know I'm joking. I got, like, some comments, though, that were people trying to, like, almost accuse me of being mean to my teammate. And that was another, like, part of the negative reaction to the video. Like, it was almost like the other half of the negative comments I was getting. Were people, like, trying to stick up for this anonymous, silent teammate. Because that's the other thing. Like, the teammate wasn't speaking at all. I was not speaking to them. Alright? I wasn't talking in game chat. I was just ranting to my chat. And they were also throwing away a competitive game. Like, I don't know if people are just, like, trying to see the best in everyone. And they were upset that I was being mean. But this is ranked, motherfucker. I like... And maybe I just grew up playing ranked video games where I was getting cursed out and called slurs because I made a simple mistake. But to me, it just came across as so soft that I had people in my comments being like, don't be mean to him. You know, what if he's like a kid playing his first ever video game? Then why the fuck is he in my ranked lobby with no microphone throwing the game? And the other thing is, I wasn't, like, talking to him directly. You know? I could maybe understand why people had that reaction if I was talking in game chat. Verbally assaulting this kid over Fortnite party chat. But I wasn't talking to my teammate directly. I was just complaining about my teammate to the stream in that clip. And I also was not doing anything that egregious in the form of rage. Like, I wasn't verbally making fun of him in like a personal way. Wasn't like verbally harassing him. I wasn't, you know, calling him any slurs. I literally was just saying he was bad at the game. And like I said, I had people in my comments saying that was too far. Dog. Are we getting soft or are we getting soft? Because this is ranked. If I'm not allowed to tell my chat that my ranked teammates are bad, what world are we living? Like, I felt like I was going insane. Maybe I'm becoming the boomer who, like, now has, and maybe it is a boomer take. I mean, call me out in the chat. I would love to hear y'all's opinions on it. Maybe it is a boomer take. Maybe I'm now becoming that, like, older generation that's out of touch and is calling the younger generation too soft, when in reality, I'm in the wrong. But I do genuinely believe, and I will stand by this, that it is too soft if you think I'm not allowed to tell my chat that my random teammate in a ranked Fortnite game is bad. I didn't say it to him. I didn't make fun of him in party chat. I did not attack him personally. Unless he saw the fucking video, he doesn't even know I said it. But apparently I was too mean. I feel like this conversation needs a ukulele. Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on? And like I said, you know, I can recognize partially why the video got such a negative response. Holy shit, you scared the fuck out of me.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Peas in the mac and cheese? I do like peas in mac and cheese, I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with peas. What? That's fine. Makes me feel more healthy eating green peas and mac and cheese. Anyways, like, again, what I was trying to say before I got jump scared. I've uploaded a ton of bad content throughout my life, especially as someone who's been posting videos for over 10 years now. Like when I was back in high school and college, a lot of my content was shit. So I've had a lot of content get negative responses. And a lot of it has been valid. And I think that valid criticism has helped me make better content. And I try to recognize criticism when it's valid. And I think, like I said, there was two main
Hey, you. Yeah, you.
reasons people didn't like the video that I posted.
Plastids.
There were two like main camps, if you want to call them that, or like groups. There was the group that didn't like the video because they just thought it was a guy raging at Fortnite, and a guy raging at Fortnite was cringy to them. And I get that. They don't know me, they don't know my content, they didn't know that I was joking. That criticism is valid. Dude raging at Fortnite is cringy if you don't know any better. Like, okay, I'm not going to argue with those comments. But the group of people upset at the video because they thought I was too mean to my random teammate because I was complaining about them to my chat, not even talking to them in party chat, not berating them, not even being like personal, not even attacking them on like a personal level, just being upset about how terrible they were at a video game. Those people are soft, and I don't think that criticism is valid. Like, I will accept some criticism, but I'm not accepting that. That's fucking insane. You're soft. Like, it's the same. Okay, it's not the same, but like, it's the same logic
Operator,
of
the
like,
system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
there are people online who take no criticism, and that is terrible. It's a very flawed way of thinking, and you're never going to grow. But then there's other people online who take every criticism they've ever received to heart. They take it way too... it affects them too much. And they almost, like, can't exist on the internet because every mean comment gets to them. And it's a type of creator that very rarely gets popular because those comments usually act as a roadblock preventing them from blowing up. But on a rare occasion, you'll see someone get popular with that type of personality, and it ruins them. It destroys them. Because they let every little bit of criticism eat away at them. They let every mean comment just destroy them emotionally. And it usually results in like a complete emotional just fucking destruction of that creator, like almost a breakdown. And I'm trying to find my way in a nice happy middle ground, a perfect happy balance between those two. And I think being online and making content for over a decade has helped me find that middle ground. I actually think I've gotten to a very good spot because, like, for example, I was just talking about how I got mean comments on my video yesterday. Most of them were just people making fun of the way I looked. Like, that's not valid criticism, and I don't let it affect me. If every time someone made fun of the way I looked emotionally destroyed me, I would have quit by now. Because it's just something you have to deal with. You have to learn how to overcome people treating you like shit if you're going to make content online. But the reason I don't let a comment about my physical appearance affect me, the reason it doesn't affect me, It's because it's not valid criticism. And I think similarly, the criticism I got on that video recently about, you know, me being too harsh to my random teammates is not valid criticism. Again, this is the last thing I'll say, and then we can move on to another topic, because I've been discussing this for a while. Apologies. If you think I'm too harsh to my random teammates in competitive shooter games, you haven't played a competitive shooter game. I'm convinced. You haven't actually played one for real. You haven't seen the player base that exists in those. Because I'm not doxing people. I'm not calling people slurs. I'm not telling people I slept with their mothers. Like, if you think I'm harsh, I think you're soft. And I don't think that's valid criticism. But I do understand why people thought I was being cringy. And that is valid criticism. So, I'll admit, maybe that video I posted was a miss. Maybe it was bad. And that's okay, you know? We're allowed to have one bad video every once in a while. To be fair, I've been posting again since May. May is when I started uploading and live streaming again. Posting like YouTube shorts and going live on like TikTok and YouTube again. Now, TikTok banned me from going live, but still, like, the point I'm trying to make is I've been active online again since May after taking my break, my hiatus. And this is like the first video I've had get a negative response, the first video I've had that people fucking didn't like. And I think that's a pretty good ratio. I'm okay with one video being bad since May, and I can take that on the chin. I can admit that, you know, I put out a bad video. That's my bad. That's on me. But yeah, I don't know. I can admit to being cringe. I won't admit to being mean in the competitive shooter space. Go play a competitive shooter, and I look like a sweetheart compared to the average player. Anyways, oh, you know what? We're in the wrong spot. We do need to come back here, but first I need to go to my orbiter. But anyways, that was my little rant about the video we put up a couple days ago that flopped. I'm in my flop era. It's okay. I put out a video right after that, and it did pretty well, so I was happy about that. I put a lot of work into that montage. So literally, the video I put out the next day was a Fortnite montage, and it did pretty good, so I was happy about that. That was a really good feeling. I felt a little uneasy putting so much work into a video the day after I had a video flop. But to me, like, the way my brain works is like, okay, I just had a video do poorly. If I want to succeed, I'm gonna have to work for it. Like,
find our target and bring them to the extraction point.
Instead of, you know, getting all mopey about it, let me actually put in the effort to make a better video. And not only did I put in the effort, I made like the highest production YouTube short / TikTok I've ever made. Like, it took hours to edit. It was a full-on fucking montage. And normally I wouldn't do that for a short, you know? Normally I wouldn't put in hours of editing just for a short video, because it's kind of hard to justify that. It's kind of hard for me, as someone who isn't doing this full-time, someone who doesn't make money off this. It's a little difficult to justify putting in hours of editing work for something that's less than a minute long. But I'm glad I did it, because it was a good video. I got a lot of, you know, good feedback. But yeah. I think that's also, like, another way I've grown in, like, the 10 years I've been making content. Because if I was still back in high school and I had a video flop, not only would I probably have responded to all of those mean comments, which nowadays I just don't respond. Like the people calling me cringe or the people calling me mean. I just didn't respond to them. If I was back in high school, I probably would have responded to them. But also, if I was back in high school and I saw that video perform poorly, I probably would have, like, waited to put out another video. To almost, like, let it cool off, you know? I don't want people to keep making fun of me. But no. Nowadays, I'm just like, I will continue to put out the content that I think is good. And I will just make better content. You don't like this video? Okay, I'll make a better one. And it worked. Oh, shit. I wasn't... When did my desecrate get turned off? Did I get... I might have got disrupted at some point. I don't know when. Okay, we just need one Argon Crystal. Just need one. You know, I should maybe go capture that target before he gets away. And then we can explore the map. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to live in a very healthy balance between accepting like criticism to get better, but not taking every criticism to heart. And I think we're slowly reaching that point. And by slowly, I mean like slowly over the last 13 years I've been making videos. And through the last 13 years, we've almost reached a perfect golden ratio. I think the only thing preventing me from actually reaching that like perfect golden ratio is there's still a little bit of an emotional effect that comments will have on me. I won't lie. Like, I haven't found a way to completely zone them out emotionally. So what I mean by that is, like, the video I put out yesterday. Like I said, I uploaded that video yesterday, and people were just, in the YouTube comments, straight up making fun of the way it looked. Like, that's not great to read. And while it's very easy to just kind of, like, delete those comments and move on, it doesn't... I don't know. It doesn't necessarily remain truthful if I just say it has zero effect on me. You know? It has very little effect on me. After 13 years, I've mostly been able to tune it out. But, like, we haven't reached perfect zero yet. Perfect, like, 0% kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not completely deaf to it. Does that make sense? Sorry if I'm not explaining myself very well. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it doesn't affect me enough where I would stop uploading. It doesn't affect me enough where it, like, ruins my day. But it affects me just a little bit enough to the point where I know it's not zero. And I'm still trying to work on, I guess, that. And I don't know how it'll work on that. Because, like, I don't know if it'll ever be zero. Maybe it won't. Maybe that's something that's, like, almost impossible to achieve. But at least over, like, 13 years, it's gotten better where it doesn't make me upset, doesn't ruin my day, doesn't, like, affect my decision making or how I view myself. I just know, like, deep down inside, it's not zero because I still will, like, subconsciously think about it on, like, a random off moment once a month or something like that. Gabs, we just talked about this, bro. I feel like you keep leaving the stream literally when I answer your question about Fort, and now this is the third time you've asked it, so I don't know what to tell you. I'll answer it for a third time, though. Please don't leave the stream so you hear it this time. I feel like at this point you're gaslighting me. No. I will be posting my stream schedule on the 19th. 19th is when I'll be posting the stream schedule. So I don't know when yet because I don't have my stream schedule posted yet. What I can say is the 19th is when the next one will be posted, the next schedule. You're good. You're good. You don't need to apologize, Gaps. Honestly, it's just kind of funny. I feel like, honestly, after 3 times, I thought you were joking. Because I answered it twice already. But it's okay. No, yeah. My next stream schedule will be posted on the 19th. Dang, did we not find any Argon crystals? That's super unlucky if so. We didn't. There's no way. Huh. Are we just getting unlucky or what? Maybe we're just unlucky. Ow. But yeah. Yeah, I really don't know how to explain it other than it's like a non-0%. Like, it doesn't affect me in any explainable way when people leave, like, a comment making fun of the way I look or the way I dress. But it affects me in a non-zero way. In a way where, like, it'll be 2 months from now, and I'll think about it for a half second. I think that's the best way I can explain it. Just to finish that topic off, since I didn't get to finish what I was saying. No, I feel that, Gabs. Like I said, we got an Argon crystal! There's no way! There's no way! That's so lucky. We went from so unlucky to so lucky, because we didn't even get it from a crystal cluster. We just got it from a random chest. Let's go, brothers. I just got my old account back. Are we friends on your old account, or were we friends on your new account? Only the new account? Okay. You'll have to add me on your old account as well. Okay. Cool. So we got an Argon crystal. We are currently in the middle of crafting a mutagen mass. So that actually checks off 2 items on our to-do list. Let's go back to the dojo and check off both of those items from our to-do list. When we make it back to the dojo, we can go donate that Argon crystal. Yeah, I fear we have a lot of items to grind. Here we're going to have a lot of items to grind. Where is the Argon crystal item that I was trying to do? Did I skip past it? Am I crazy? Oh, I literally did skip past it. It's the Nikana. Okay. Nikana complete. Oh, cryotic. I need to start grinding cryotic as well. I think I need a new to-do list. We're gonna get rid of this sticky note because we've checked a lot of these items off. We're gonna make a new one. This is gonna be a lot of work. Okay. Dude, I don't even know what to do. Oh no. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, um, we'll talk about more good news since I spent the last like 20 minutes talking about the video I posted that performed poorly, and then I talked a little bit about like my mental health. Both of those topics being a little bit sad. So let's talk about some good news. Um, on a happier topic, I did recently unlock YouTube memberships. We've been grinding since May and multi-streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, and the multi-streaming has paid off because after streaming for like 7 months on YouTube, we unlocked YouTube memberships, which is huge because with YouTube memberships, it's basically the same as Twitch subs, and now we can start offering the same rewards as Twitch subs. Not only that, but I want to start offering more rewards. So, oh my gosh, sorry, hiccups. Oh my, that hiccup came out of nowhere. Here's some water. So we're gonna do more rewards for Twitch subs and YouTube members. The only thing that's stopping me now is I need to wait for the application to go through, and that does take, in YouTube's words, 2 to 3 weeks to a couple months. Fingers crossed, it's only a couple weeks. But I have a whole list of member rewards for subs on Twitch and members on YouTube. I'm gonna keep a couple of them a secret, but that's just to give you a little taste, a little sneak peek of some of the rewards that we're gonna be including. I have some long plays that are going to be coming out. We're going to be doing one stream a month that is going to be sub only, which will be fun. There's a little bit of a twist to it, but keep that a secret. We're also going to be posting mukbang videos that are for the subs only. So you can see me go full Nikocado avocado and cry while I eat McDonald's. And some other fun things. Again, in total, I think it's 31 rewards across 4 tiers. But one of the tiers is a free tier. So even if you're not a Twitch sub and you're not a YouTube member, you get a couple rewards just for being a Discord member. I'm going to make one of the tiers literally free. Only way you have to participate is by joining the Discord. And one of those free rewards is going to be the long plays that I'll be posting. So yeah, across all 4 tiers, the free tier, the tier 1 subs, the tier 2 subs, and the tier 3 subs, there'll be 31 rewards, which I'm really fucking excited about because it'll hopefully give people a reason to actually subscribe. I mean, we already have subscribers, but I almost feel guilty with my current list of subscribers because right now, like the subs, they get emotes, they get ad-free streams, and that's kind of it. Like, I don't know. It feels like it feels as though I'm not providing an equal service for the price people are paying. And while I'm very appreciative for the fact that people are subbing to me on Twitch, I'm almost humbled by it. I'm humbled by the fact that people are willing to sub to me, even though they're only getting emotes and ad-free live streams. It just, to me, feels like I could be doing more. And I understand that's kind of the normal thing on Twitch. It's pretty standard that when you sub to a streamer, you get emotes and you get ad-free streams. But I want to do a little bit more. So I have an entire list written down. I'm going to be keeping it a secret for a couple more weeks until YouTube members are approved. Like I said, I'm just waiting on YouTube approval. We unlocked it. I applied for it. Just waiting a couple weeks for YouTube to approve it. But what I will say is across all 4 tiers, the free tier, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, there are 31 rewards that people will be getting. Now, some of those rewards will be a little bit more frequent than others. I'll let you in on another behind-the-scenes sneak peek. One of the rewards is going to be director's cuts of YouTube videos. So you'll get an extended, longer version of a YouTube video. So I'll use the last YouTube video I uploaded as an example. The last YouTube video I uploaded was the best clips of the last decade. And I think that video ended up being 30 minutes, give or take. And we ended up cutting some clips from that video. I had an entire Google Doc of all the best clips from the last 10 years of streaming, in my opinion. And once we put all of the clips in the video, it was like 45 minutes. So we ended up cutting like 15 minutes worth of clips just to get it down to half an hour. In the future, I'll still probably cut those 15 minutes worth of clips to get the YouTube version to 30 minutes, but I'll upload the director's cut to subs, and that would be the 45-minute version of the video. So obviously that reward is going to be a little bit rarer. You're going to see that less because I don't upload to YouTube a lot. So some of the, like, there are 31 rewards, but not all 31 rewards are going to be as active, as frequent. But other rewards you'll see often. Like one of the rewards is the mukbang videos I was talking about. I already have like 10 of those pre-recorded. So you'll be guaranteed at least a couple of those a month if you're a sub. So yeah, I already have 10 of those pre-recorded, ready to go, ready to be uploaded. So some of the rewards will see different frequencies and upload schedules than others, but 31 rewards across the 4 different tiers. I'm excited about it. I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit, and I also wanted to thank you all for supporting. Since May, we've been getting a lot of fucking support on these streams, and it's allowed me to unlock things like YouTube memberships or hit my fucking goal of 10 subs on Twitch, which unlocked us more emotes and got us our first ever hype train recently, which I didn't even know was a thing. I didn't even know what a hype train meant. I heard about it. I heard other streamers talk about it. I didn't know what it meant. So once I finally unlocked a hype train, I was really confused. I didn't even know how I did it. So yeah, I don't know. It just means a lot, and I appreciate it. And I don't know. Like I said, I want to give back, and I want to feel like I'm offering a service that's worth subscribing for, which is why we're going to have a fuck ton of rewards moving forward. More than just emotes and ad-free streams. So, getting back to the topic of the game, we're going to make a new to-do list of everything we need to grind for in this game. First thing on our to-do list is arguably the biggest grind. It's 11,500 plastids. The next item. Do you not watch Twitch that you didn't know what a hype train is? I watch Twitch, but I only really watch small streamers. Like, so, and this is what I said earlier. I've heard of it in almost in like passing. It's a funny way of describing it. I've heard of it in passing. I've heard of it in the whispers through the wind. But like, truthfully, the only time I really spend on Twitch is in small streamers chats. With like the bigger streamers, I watch them in the form of YouTube edits and highlights. So like some streamers that are larger creators that I watch are like Squeaks or Ludwig. But I only watch their YouTube channels. I don't watch their Twitch streams. And they don't really talk a lot in their YouTube videos about a hype train. Like, so I didn't really know what the statistics or the requirements were for a hype train because I'm not really watching a lot of Twitch streamers that get hype trains. You know, like I'm watching a lot of people who are my size. I'm watching a lot of like 3 viewer Andes. Because that's just what I prefer to watch, truthfully, on Twitch. Alright, the next 2 requirements we have from our previous to-do list is an item that required 755 plastids and an item that requires 1,000 plastids. Okay, that's our old to-do list. Done. Everything else on our old to-do list we completed. There's just those 3 items left. So we can go ahead and crumple that up and throw it out. We're done. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't really know. I'm sorry. I felt embarrassed when it happened because I didn't know what it meant. I felt genuinely embarrassed. Alright, we need 500 cryotic for this item. I feel like our to-do list is going to get very long very quickly. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, wait. Oh, no, boys. Things are going to get bad. I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom, but things are going to get really bad really quickly. We will work on that later. I'm actually skipping the Grav Mag research because I don't care right now. I'm not even joking. I just don't care. Lord. I feel like I have these 2 items. I just haven't crafted them. We need Charismatorite and Trapecoid Alloy. I'm pretty sure I could craft both of those right now, but I'm still going to write them down on the to-do list just so I don't forget. Charismatoroid 1. Trapecoid. Dude, these names are so complicated. I like have to look at them 5 times while writing them down. Just to make sure I'm writing it down correctly. We need 4 Trapecoid Alloy. Okay. Cool. What's next? The Tonbo. This one's going to require us to get more plastids. We need 73 plastids for the Tombo. Our life for the next couple months is just going to be grinding plastids. And I'm kind of sad of it. The Shaku requires us to get 5,000 plastids. Are you guys excited? I'm so excited. Plastids times 5,000. Holy shit. We need... I can't do exact math right now. Let's just call that 1,000 cryotic. Cryotic times 1,000. The Guando requires us to get more. plastids times 1,250 and cryotic times 2,500. Oh no. Okay. Did I write down the cryotic for Neja? I think I did for the Neja systems. This is why we shouldn't go out of order. I'm gonna forget things. Okay. We can do the Neja neuroptics. What about the chassis? I need a mutagen mass for the chassis. Mutagen mass times 1. Don't think we're gonna be able to get that. The Vitus S. I don't even know how to get that, I'll be honest. Okay. I'll be so honest with you, brothers. Okay. I'm running out of space on the sticky note. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I might just get a whole sheet of paper. And I might do this off stream because I feel bad. You guys are just staring at a menu for like 10 minutes straight. Yeah, we might have to do this off stream. It's just so much. Here's what I will do on stream. We're going to finish looking at what we need to collect and make a mental note. And then I'll write it down off stream. So, we'll just quickly get through the rest of this. So, we need Volt Systems, Neuroptics, and Chassis. Wukong, Systems, Neuroptic, and Chassis. Zephyr, Systems, Neuroptic, and Chassis. Amisha, Wings, Systems, Harness. Elytron, Wings, System, Harness. It's All Wings, System, Harness. Oh my god. The Tenno lab alone is going to completely financially destroy us. Thankfully, the Orican lab here, I think we're good. Yeah, we're done in the Orican lab. We've researched everything. That's a good feeling. That one's done. How about our biolab? Oh no, there's a lot of things in the biolab that we need to do. We need the Torrid. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Maybe this one we can do things one at a time, and I would prefer that. Oh, that's beautiful. The Squad Health Restore and the Phage. The Phage. That is fine. Okay, 3 items here that we need to work on. We'll write that down off camera. Okay, I don't remember. Is there anything here we need to work on? No, we've done everything here. Amazing. That's another laboratory that we've completed. Beautiful. Happiest day of my life. How about this lab? Okay, the Ghoul Soul chassis. I still need to work on. The Ureli chassis. And that's it. Okay, that's only 2. Last laboratory. Energy lab. We need Squad Shield Restore. Squad Energy Restore. Thero. The Prova. I don't even know how to say that. Okacore? Yeah, Okacore and Dual Sestra. Okay, so that's like 4 or 5 items. We have a lot of grinding work. But most of it, for some reason, is in the Tenno lab over here. Like 90% of our grinding and the research and the items that we need to collect are going to be in this laboratory. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to make that list off stream just because in total, that was like, what, 30, 40 items? Writing all of that down on stream and writing all of those prerequisites down on stream is going to suck. I don't want to do that on camera. That would be boring. What we can end the stream on, one way we can end the stream in a little bit of a fun fashion, is maybe completing like 1 or 2 more of our... Oh, that could be fun. We could like do one of our little battle pass challenges to end the stream, and there's a really fun one we can end the stream on, actually. It's completing a capture mission in 90 seconds, which normally sounds like almost impossible, but with Wukong Prime, we can actually finish a capture mission in like the blink of an eye. So if we go to the easiest capture mission in the game, and we just use his 2 ability to fly everywhere, become a little cloud. That's not an exaggeration, he literally becomes a cloud. We can hopefully get this done in 90 seconds.
You must find, capture, and extract our
His cloud ability is like one of the fastest abilities I have, at least, across the characters I've unlocked. I know there's faster characters in the game, but the other nice thing about his cloud is you don't get stuck on things.
Has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Your hitbox is way more forgiving than other characters. Who sure might be faster, but instead I just become a little cloud. Weird. Oh, speaking of getting stuck on things, I immediately proved myself wrong by getting stuck in those rafters. Where does the game want me to go? I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, well, we might not be able to beat this in 90 seconds if I can't figure out where I need to go. I think I figured it out. This way. Dude, I'm tripping. I should have figured that out faster. But I haven't played this game in so long, I forgot. I forgot, like, the tile sets. Was that 90 seconds? I might have missed the 90-second mark. No, it was 1 minute and 19 seconds. That was less than 90. Can I have my Battle Pass challenge, please? There we go. Yeah. It was just waiting for me to leave the mission. Awesome.
Lay 'em low and burn their shadow.
Cool, cool. Fortnite Battle Pass. Alright. Well, I think I might end the stream. We did a little bit of grinding today. We got some plastids. We got some argon crystals. By crystals, I mean 1 crystal. And we did a couple of Battle Pass challenges. But yeah, we're probably going to end the stream. 1, because I want to go eat dinner. It's probably getting cold at this point. But also because I worked today for 10 hours. So I was only going to stream for a couple hours anyways. So we're going to head out here. Off camera, I'm going to go make that list of items we're going to grind for. So many items we need to grind for. We'll see. Tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming Mario Kart, I think I've decided. On the schedule, it says variety gaming. That's usually just a cop-out because I don't know what I'm going to play. And can you blame me? I made the schedule back on, like, January 8th. And I didn't know what I was going to play on January 18th. I almost never know what I'm going to play 10 days from now. But I think what I've decided is tomorrow I'm going to play Mario Kart. Specifically, we're going to play Mario Kart World for the first time in a couple months, actually. Because we're going to do a challenge live stream. We did a live stream previously where we played an entire track in the open world mode and drove around it 100 times. We basically did 100 laps on one track. However, it honestly didn't take very long. It was almost underwhelming. So instead, I figured we'd revisit that challenge and up the ante.
Operator, the sentients are not laughing at my jokes. Did they adapt to my humor?
Ortis, I don't know. I don't really care. I was in the middle of a conversation. Rudely interrupted me. Anyways, so we did 100 laps, and it was kind of underwhelming. So tomorrow, I think we're going to do 500 laps. And see how that goes. We'll see how long that takes. Honestly, I don't even know if it'll be that much longer. But I don't want to speak too highly yet. I don't want to say anything too crazy before I again jinx myself. But tomorrow we're going to do the 500 lap challenge in Mario Kart. So that's our stream for tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope to see you all there. In the meantime, though, I'm going to head out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you all then. Peace out, brothers.